All right, let's see if this works. My live hasn't been working lately. Gotta look. Lotparty Quick Tip. I put on here used car manager group exclusive because yesterday I did a post on my Facebook about moving your 31 to 60-day-old cars. After doing that and being on a few meeting calls and talking to performance managers, it's really a big focus is on that 46 to 60-day-old cars. And what we're seeing with everybody right now is we're seeing dealers, because we look at carry to sale rate. How many am I carrying in each age bucket, percentage of dollars, to what are we selling in those age buckets, percentage of dollars. And we're seeing everybody selling light in their 46 to 60-day-old cars. Example, I had a dealer that had 23% of his inventory in 46 to 60, but only selling 20% out of that bucket. So if that continues, at least 3% is going to bleed through and add to his aging problem. So that right there, you need to at least be selling 5% more than what's sitting there to really minimize or cut off any bleed through. So if I have 25% in my 46 to 60-day-old bucket, if I got 25% sitting there, I need to at least be selling 30 to help minimize the bleed through. So what we're seeing is a lot of dealers are bleeding through and not selling enough of their 46 to 60 cars. Multiple meetings. And so think about it. Where were we 45 days ago, 50 days ago? We're in August. Everybody had a strong August, and a lot of dealers had some pretty good September. So August and September, so selling months were there. And so we're buying at a level that isn't there anymore. You know, we don't have, a lot of times the traffic right now is not as strong as it was back in August and September. So what were we doing back in August and September? We're buying at higher wholesale values. We're buying these cars to maintain that inventory level, maintain those sales. So all these cars that are in your 46 to 60, these are cars you bought back in August and rolling into September, where traffic and everything was still pretty strong. The lane was still pretty strong, so we paid up for these cars. And then now that it's starting to slow down in September, it started mid-September slowing down, October is slowing down, wholesale is dropping a bit. Where, you know, these are cars that we got hesitant on because of what we had to pay and do to get them, and now we're sitting on them and get off of them. Because what's going to happen is, if they're 46 to 60, they're anywhere from a day to 2 weeks out from turning 60 plus. Okay, so you've got to get these cars moving, because guess what happens in November? It's still a slower month, and now you're going to be holding the bag of cars. You got a bunch of age cars that you paid top dollar for in August that now you're in November with. And then a lot of times you're rolling in November, December with these cars that a lot of dealers just don't want to take the beating on. And then they go, you know what, let's just wait till tax season's right around the corner. Let's just hold out and get rid of them then. Which is a fine strategy. You'll probably get off of them, but you calculate holding costs and what it really costs you to sit on them. $30 a day times 30 days is $900. So you sit on another month, it'll cost you $900 versus taking the hit now. One. Two is you're going to end up with, in the tax season, those are strong months. Why don't you use those months to do gross and volume, have clean inventory, and go in those months with a stronger stance and able to be profitable? Don't use those months to weed out. So 46 to 60 is a big bucket right now. We're seeing a lot of dealers struggle with maintaining a sale rate to the level that they're carrying. So get aggressive on those cars, get them out of there so they're not 60 plus 70 days old, because 30 days from now, those cars are 75 days old, and you're running into mid-November. And weather hits, changes. So check out my video I did on my Facebook yesterday, and or my YouTube at I talked about the 31 to 60, but this is just adding to it. It's really the 46 to 60-day-old cars that I'm seeing the biggest challenge on, again, because what we paid back in August and September to have these cars. Get them moving. I'm going to keep this one as an exclusive for a day or two. Then I'm going to add it to the Lotpop channel. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, I'm going to add up here a place to, and I'm pointing because I'll fix it on my YouTube channel, to subscribe or to see multiple more. Up here will be other tips, and down here you'll be able to click our logo and subscribe to that channel and stay on top of these. These all go up on podcasts. So if you have iTunes or anything like that, you can listen to them on podcasts. Hopefully this was helpful. If you want an inventory evaluation, lotpop.com. Thanks.